Kunle Halagon. It is with a heavy heart that I'm shooting this video. I'm devastated. I'm heartbroken. I'm shocked and sad with the passing of my brother, my big brother, Brother Sammie Okposo, on Friday the 25th of November, 2022. This is a sad day in my life. It's sad, and it's been a really sad weekend, a bad weekend, a dark, black weekend for me. Since the passing, I have received so many calls from so many people, top celebrities across the world, including Brother Joe, Sinach husband, Sinach herself, Joe Praise, Wade Dempsey, Charlie Boy, and Paul Play. All these people have been calling me because they know how much I'm close to Brother Sammie Okposo when he was alive. They know how much time we spent together in the last 1 month. This is sad. This is shocking. This is really, really unbearable. It's sad. It's really sad. And as you all know, I host a number of celebrities on K90 channel where I interview all these celebrities. And of course, Brother Sammie Okposo is part of those celebrities that I interviewed. And as a matter of fact, the interview I had with him is not even out yet. It's not yet out. This is sad. And if you watch the part I posted on Instagram, you will see that I only cut out the advert part, that the part he spoke about SOPP, where he was doing a kind of promo video that he was talking about the SOPP concert that was coming up. That was the part that I cut out and posted on all social media platforms so that it can serve as a kind of advert and it can serve as a kind of ad. So that was the only one that has gone out. But the entire full video is about 90 minutes length. It's not gone out yet. It's fully edited. It's ready. But it has not gone out yet. Only to hear that he's late. He passed on Friday. This is sad. This is sad. In the last 1 month, I have spent some quality time with him. I enjoyed time with him. We had together. We did so much together. But I'm just going to tell you some of those. I've been chatting with him prior to him arriving in London. He was in America, Maryland to be precise, in the US. He was ministering over there and he was pinging me. And then eventually he came into the UK, landed in London in the morning of the Monday, the 24th of October. And that was when he arrived in London, and he got to his hotel around 8 in the morning. And then that was where he called me to say to me that, oh, Kunle, they won't let me check into my hotel until 12 o'clock. I'm here. I'm so tired. And I'm outside at the reception area. And I said, oh my God, that's still 4 hours away, more than 4 hours. What I would do is I'm going to send you a Uber, come to mine, because I work from home. I was working from home that day. I'm a professional. I'm a program manager working in a top bank in the UK. I've been a professional in the last 10 years. But this time I'm working from home. And I can still welcome him when he comes around, or when he comes around. So I sent a Uber to him, and the Uber arrived at his place. Exactly, 2 minutes after I booked it, I sent the picture to him, and the Uber arrived in the hotel to pick him up. And I said, come with everything. He said, no, he will leave his luggage at the reception, that he will come by himself and he will come and check in later. And yeah, that's fine. And then he was coming, and then I continued working on the computer. When it was to 9, some minutes before 9, I just got a call from the Uber driver that you need to come outside. I said, what do you mean? Tell him to come. He said, no, you need to come out. And I said, okay. I don't put a meeting on mute, and I will enter out. And I got to the car, and I saw Brother Sammie was shattered, naked, and tired. He was not himself at all. He was like collapsing at the back of the seat. And I said, what is happening? I said, the Uber driver said he doesn't know that I should just help him. I need to help Sammie. I said, okay. I removed the shoe, the bag, and myself, I carried him out the bay. The Uber driver was helping me on the other side to carry him, and then I put his feet on the ground, and then myself and the Uber driver, left and right, he was leaning on us, and we carried him into my house. And as I got in, there was a living room to the right for the kids. And they just said, no, you nest this one, and just went and collapsed. I said, no, let's go to my living room, which is to the left. And, that's better. I said, no, 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 he just want to rest. He's tired. He's not feeling great. And I said, oh my God, what is going on here? He collapsed on the chair. And when I say he collapsed on the chair, not that he fainted, no, he was tired. He just, forced himself to the chair like that, leaned on the chair forcefully and all that. And then I went to touch him, and I was saying to him, bros, what would you like to drink? What would you like? Anything. I'm prepared for you. I have prepared everything that you may need, that you may want. And he said, no, 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 I'm not feeling fine. I'm tired. I'm not great at all. And I said, oh my God, what is going on here? He said, no, just leave me. I said, can I prepare tea for you? Yeah. I went to prepare it. He brought it. He couldn't drink. And I thought, okay, maybe the journey time was long in America, from America to London, maybe 9 hours flight, maybe his legs swollen, but he was holding on to the chest. And I don't know, it was just aching all his body. And I was worried about him. And at that point, I said, oh my God, maybe he need to rest and he will get better. I was asking, what do you want me? Do you need paracetamol, painkiller, Panadol, anything? He said, no, 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 he will be fine. He has some with him. I said, okay. And then the next thing is, I do exercise myself. I do exercise often time. I don't joke with that. I've done that this morning. And then I went to change, to ready to go and exercise, and I tapped him and I want to quickly go and exercise now, and I'll be back soon. Say, yeah, go, it's fine, go. And the next thing is, I stepped out, I locked the door from my side, and I went to exercise. I would jog from one end of the road to the another end of the road, and I got to the second end of the road. I stood there and was stretching my feet, and I was doing that, and as I was stretching, making sure that all part of the body is fine. The next thing that appeared to me was, I just saw this thing that flashed through: Sammie Okposo died in your house. I said, oh my God, no, I reject this in Jesus' name. I reject this in Jesus' name. I reject this in Jesus' name. And I was screaming. I had to abort that exercise. I had to truncate it. I had to cut it short, and quickly was walking fast to the house. And I walked so quickly until I got to the house. And I opened the door going, and he was still sleeping. I pulled him up and said, please, bros, you need to sit down now. You need to sit down. Push his feet down to the floor and say, you need to sit down. I want to be talking to you. He said, no, leave me alone. I said, no, you need to sit down, please. I want to know you're fine. I want to make sure you're okay. And he said to me, yeah, okay. And then he leaned back and he was trying to speak to me, and I was trying to engage him. I was trying to feed him with the tea, and he just couldn't take it. So at that point, he said, yeah, I can give him painkiller. I went to get Panadol. I gave to him. And eventually, he was able to be talking to me gradually. And then eventually, he slept off again. And I was looking at him, making sure he's breathing. And the period of that resuscitation took me about 6 hours, till around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This was since 9 o'clock, till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then he was getting better. And then I moved him from where he was, the kids' living room, to my living room, where it was better. I moved all his bags and everything. He was able to come with me. At that point, he was working. He worked there, and I was guiding him. He said, he may need to use the toilet. He will let me know. I said, anything you want, just tell me. And then I went to cook rice. I gave to him. I prepared some food. He couldn't eat very well. And not long, Paul play came in. And then Paul, because immediately he finished, those food, he slept off again in the living room. And then Paul play came in. And I said, you can't disturb him. He's tired. He's still resting. He came in this morning. I said, okay, that's fine. And then I already zeroed my mind that there could not be any interview anymore. I said, no, it's not in the good shape of mind or health. It's not feeling great. So I said, there cannot be an interview anymore. And at this point, I said to Paul Play, we need to think of something else. Remember, this was Monday, the 24th of October, and Paul Play's show at Pizza Express Auburn was Tuesday, the 25th in the evening. So at that point, we called a lot of people, including Joe Praise. When he woke up, Brother Sammie woke up, he charged his phone. I gave him everything he needs, and he was able to make some calls and call people that he has arrived. He said he need to do rehearsal. He need to let them know. He called all these people, and everyone happy, and they were gisting on the call. And even myself, I was the one that calls Joe Praise, and he spoke to Joe Praise, and they were, enjoying themselves, everyone happy. Until around past 9, he said, yeah, let's go and do the interview. In the evening, I said, bros, no, I don't think we can. He said, no, let's do it. I said, are you sure? He said, yeah. He said, you need to shave. And I showed him to the bathroom. He went upstairs, he shaved, said he's ready. And we had the interview. If you look at the interview, in fact, as a matter of fact, the interview is not yet out. I'm going to be releasing it in the subsequent weeks now, because it's fully ready. It's going to be in different parts. It's about 90 minutes long interview that he spoke about himself, his family, his career, his political view of Nigeria, a lot of things he spoke about. If you watch that interview, you will see that there was no sign of he wasn't feeling great at all. He was eloquently speaking, and he speaks emphatically when he's making statements. He did that. You're going to see the interview when it comes out. So that for me was like, okay, it seems he is fine now. The interview lasted, we finished around to 12 in the night, and eventually got back to the living room. Paul Play was waiting for us, and we then say, okay, yeah, what's going on tomorrow, what's going to happen? Everyone said, it's Paul Play's show the following day. We are preparing for that. And then he said I should call him Uber. I called the Uber for him around to 1 in the morning. And then the Uber took him to the hotel. Immediately he left. I was telling Paul Play everything that happened. And what I saw that he died. And Paul Play said, but you can't say that anyway. I said, this is sad. I saw that he need to look after his health. He is not feeling great. I don't think he is healthy. He will need to look after himself because of what happened today. I'm really, really worried about his health. I'm really worried about his health. And then when it was 1:41, around 1:45 a.m. in the morning, he pinged me. He's now in the hotel. He was thanking me. You can see the message. He said, thank you so much, Kule. Thank you so much. Thank you. So you can see the message. Thank you so much. And eventually, I said, good night. And we said, good night. So the following day, which was the Tuesday afternoon, was when he had a rehearsal with his team. And then he finished that rehearsal early. He quickly went to Paul Play's venue for that show, and the door didn't open until probably 7 or 8. He got there about 3 hours early, according to him. And then he tried to call me, he tried to call Wed MC. He couldn't reach us. He was sending me messages. I was driving towards the place. At some point, I spoke to him. I said, I'm on my way. And by the time I got to the venue, it was around 9 in the evening. He was still outside, and he was saying to me when I parked the car, came out, he said he's not coming in again. I was begging him seriously that, bros, please, they didn't let you in. It's fine. I've got VIP tickets here. I will show you to them. They will let you in. And he said, it's not coming in. Myself and Mr. Murphy Ajala, we were begging him, because I took that one from somewhere else, and we got there together. And I was begging him that he should come in. Eventually, Charlie Boy joined us, and DJ Abbas. And when he saw Charlie Boy and DJ Abbas, he calmed down. And if you guys check the video I posted about Paul Play's show, where at the entrance before we go in. I was saying we are star-studded here. We've got Sammie Okposo, we've got Charlie Boy. A number of people said, what happened to Sammie? He didn't look happy. He didn't want to get into the camera. It was because he was unhappy before that time that he was not allowed to get into the venue because he had no ticket and they couldn't reach us. So that was why he did not want to be part of that video. But eventually he spoke as well that when I said we have Charlie Boy, he was the one that said, area father, him there. So we were hailing everyone and then we went in and then it was underground. As we got in, I just observed that he was in distress. Brother Sammie Okposo was in distress. He quickly tapped me and said, I need to use my medication. I'm not feeling fine. I said, what happened to you? He said, yeah, he need food. I said, food? I ran to the counter of the Pizza Express guys that are serving. I said, guys, I need food. What food? They said, go and check the menu. I went to him, check the menu. He said, I can't see, it's dark. I ran back to them and said, what food do you have there? He said, pizza. I went to him, he said, yes, he's happy with pizza. I went back to them, I said, please get me pizza now. And those guys said, okay, yeah, they will come. What table? I said, please get it ready for me now. And I went. They didn't bring it on time. It was in distress at that moment, and I went back again and said, I saw that they prepared the pizza. They were about to come and give it to. I just took it and I ran to him and I gave it to him, and he was biting, pizza, and he opened his bag, brought out his medication, and he was using the tablet. I don't know what he was taking, but he was taking some tablet at that moment. And then at that point, he felt better and we enjoyed the show, took pictures, as you can see some of those pictures. And eventually, we left the place around 11:30 in the night. And at that point, I took him myself. He got into my car. I took him to his hotel. Now, where I was just begging him, he said, oh, imagine Paul come to his show. His own show. That was Tuesday evening, 25th of October, but his own show was, the 30th of October, which was going to be the Sunday night. So at that point, he was filming, saying that imagine Paul Play come to his show. They didn't let him in, and I was begging him, and I was checking his health, asking him if he's all right. He said he's all right. And eventually, I took him to his hotel, and they got in, and I left him that night, and I came home. That was Tuesday, the 25th of October. On Wednesday, the 26th, he called me around 12 noon that he wants to see me. I said, bros, what's up? I said, I'm working. I'm a professional. I work from home. I'm a program manager with a top bank in the UK. And that is my career. However, doing video on YouTube, interviewing celebrities is my passion. I love that, and that's why I'm doing that. So he called me, he said he wants to see me. It's not what we can discuss on the phone. And I said to him, okay, maybe in the evening I'll try to see you, but I'm working now 9 to 5. He said, okay, yeah, you will wait for me anytime. And eventually I finished late that evening. Family reasons, I couldn't go. I pinged him, now, bros, I'm not able to come. I'll see you tomorrow. He said he will be waiting for me. So on Thursday, 27th of October, I was with Paul. At this point, Paul was staying with me. I pinged him. I'm on my way around 12 o'clock. I cancelled my meetings and I drove straight to him with Paul playing the car. I got to his place. I pinged him that on WhatsApp, I'm here, bros. He said to me, oh, you need to come to Tommy's Kitchen. I'm eating there. Well, there's an African restaurant around there. And I said, oh, okay. I put that in the Google map, and myself and Paul Play, we went to meet him there. From there, we took him into the car, drove back to his hotel. And when we got to the hotel, what I realized is he has already checked out of the hotel without telling me anything. He checked out and he went to the reception to get all his bags and everything and put it in I put it for him in the boot of my car. And we got into the car. I said, where are we going? He said, anywhere I should take him. I said, what? What do you mean, bros? So eventually, Paul Play wanted to do shopping. And I said, oh, let's go to Lakeside. not too far from the house. That's a big shopping complex where you can buy anything and all that. He said, yeah, he was happy to come with us. So we drove to Lakeside. We got to Lakeside, came out, and we were walking inside the shopping center. And it was behind myself and Paul Play were walking next to each other. But Bro Sammie Okposo was always behind us, and we had to be stopping and waiting for him. Eventually, he stopped us and said he will sit in a cafe that he will wait for us to finish our shopping and we should come and get him when we are done in that cafe. And myself and Paul Play, we went. And it was when we went shopping, myself and Paul Play, that I realized that he said he wanted to speak to me about something. I now told Paul Play that I need to go and meet him because he said he wanted to speak to me about something. Maybe this is a good time. I got to his place where he was sitting in the cafe. He was on about 2 or 3 phones, texting, pinging, sorting out stuffs. And some ladies recognized him, took picture with him, and he was selling tickets to them as well for the Sunday's SOPP. And eventually, I was saying, let's talk. What is going on? You said you want to see me. And he said, yeah, he will see me. And then he said we'll finish that. I went to get drink, get stuff, snacks, and gave to him. We're eating and drinking. Not long, Paul Play came to join us. And then it couldn't speak to me. And then he said we should start going, that he has to go to Heathrow. I said, wow, Heathrow at this time. Heathrow is about 1 hour away from me at the airport. He said, yeah, he has to go. Otherwise, some people will not travel. So what I realized was he used his card to pay for ticket for some of his artists that were coming to the UK to sing with him during the SOPP. So if he did not go to the Heathrow airport to show the airline his card, maybe credit card or debit card, they will not let those people fly from those countries, especially in Nigeria. In this case, Frank Edwards was trying to board flight in Nigeria that evening. So he had to go to Heathrow, and I said to him, bro, I need to work. I've got some piled up stuff I need to do. I can't take you to Heathrow. I now dropped him at the nearest train station. I described the route to him. He went to Heathrow and showed the card. Remember, at this point, his luggage, his traveling bags were still in my car. And then when he went, I brought Paul Play with the bag and drove to the house, my place. And that was when I knew that, okay, I needed to sort him out. Paul Play was staying with me. He cannot stay with me as well. And I thought, okay, let me book him an hotel not far from me. I checked everywhere and I paid for some night all the way to Saturday for him. And I sent the picture to him, One Ibis Hotel. And I sent the picture to him that I booked this for you, bros. Don't worry, you'll be fine. And he would say, wow, thank you so much, and all that. He was communicating with me throughout the journey. He was telling me one train station is closed, train stop. I said, go to this place, go to the on WhatsApp, until I went to a train station to wait for him. And then he came in. I came into the car, and I took him into the car with his luggage with me. This was around midnight, and drove him straight to the hotel I booked for him. And he checked in successfully, and he was happy there. So remember, this was Thursday, the 27th, in the evening, in the night now. Because the Friday morning, that was when Frank Edwards arrived. Some artists arrived from different parts of the world. There's a gentleman called Michael Stockey that came from the States. And Frank Edwards from Nigeria. Ayo Vincent probably was around. There were a number of those that he was planning for at that time. And that Friday morning, he called me. That was the 28th morning when, every one of them arrived. He called me and said, wow, you dumped us here. What's happening? We are hungry. We need food. That your jollof rice. I said, bro, no problem. I went to prepare the jollof rice with, lovely beef, meat, all sort of chicken and all that. But, plantain with pack of water. And I told Paul, let's go. We need to go and give them food. I took it, everything, and went straight to the hotel. Saw Frank Edwards, every one of them, took it upstairs for them, and they ate, and they were happy. And you can see the picture. We then came down at some point to sit at the reception. You can see some of the pictures I'm flipping through now. That's where we sat at the reception of the hotel, and everyone was happy. They were planning about the rehearsal they'll be having. That was Friday. They have rehearsal Friday evening, Saturday, because the concert, the SOPP, was going to be the Sunday evening. And fast forward, that was how myself and Paul left that place, and we left him and we left them, and they were doing their things. And then fast forward to Sunday. We were chatting throughout the weekend, but on Sunday, because that same, I think it was on Friday or Saturday when he was telling me he's still going to minister somewhere on Sunday morning before he will be singing at his SOPP in the evening on Sunday at 5 p.m. And I was telling Paul Play that this bros is not fit, he's not healthy, he's not fit. He should not have a concert. Someone who cannot work with us in a shopping center, how will he be jumping on the stage in a concert? I'm worried about Brother Sammie Okposo's health. He's not fit. He's not fit. He's not fit. Something is not right. You can hear he sat in the car, the way he was breathing heavily, breathing as if he was running when he sat down. I was worried about him. Paul has always said, but he kept fighting you. Myself and Brother Sammie Okposo turned to almost like enemy. He said to me at some point, Kule, what did they do you? Talk too much. What did they do you? Now you go tell me how I want to run my health, my body. I don't they do this thing for over 30 years. Before they born you, when they even born yourself. I don't they do this thing for over 30 years. What now you want to tell me what I won't do? I say, but bros, I'm just telling you. In fact, there are so many times that we had arguments because of his health. And I was always telling him, you need to get checked. You need to take it to the, are you sure you can do this? I was sending messages to him that, bros, I'm just checking you. See some of those messages, just checking you, hope you're okay. Because I was concerned about his health. So now, fast forward to Sunday evening, myself and Paul got to the venue. We got in and it was 20% full. It was not looking good at all. He had spent so much money, but people didn't turn up, and it was really, really bad. We got in, we worshipped, we enjoyed it. It was standing right in front to the right. It was not on the stage. It was sweating profusely, and then at some point, I was surprised he's not gone on the stage. It was Frank Edwards that was beckoning to him that, please come up, come up, come up, and all that before he now went. And when he got up, he couldn't even sing much. He was just worshiping, and he knelt down, and he was worshiping, and we closed the service, and eventually we closed the concert, and the pastor prayed, and eventually we were taking pictures and all that. And from there, I took him with Frank Edwards and Michael Stocky, Paul Play in my car, and with another gentleman, we scotched in the car, and everyone saw we managed to I took them to the hotel. Where Dempsey tried to help, because it was a different, route entirely. We told West Dempsey to be going, don't worry, sister, we'll be fine. She was driving as well. So we managed to squash in the car, and I took them to the hotel. And I left them, myself and Paul Play, only in the car. Paul Play was fuming. Now, what is wrong with we Christians? What is wrong with us? People didn't turn up for this guy. What is wrong? We are going to judge. We're this and that. It's really bad. He's lost now. He's lost so much money and all that. And I say, I totally agree with you, Paul. I know where you're coming from. I understand. And eventually got to the house. That was Sunday evening after the SOPP. Now on Monday, if you look at this, it has now been 3 different times that I've been worried about Brother Sammie's health. The first time in my house, the second time was Paul Play's show, the Pizza Express in Holborn in London. And the third time was the time we went shopping at Lakeside Shopping Centre, where he could not walk to follow us. For me, those 3 were key moments that a strong message and signal were being sent. And I kept emphasizing it to the point that, do you know that after the SOPP, Sunday night, Monday, I tried to reach him. He said to me, they are busy. Frank Edwards was shopping around to get some instrument, some musical instrument that he wants to use in Nigeria. They are shopping around. Tuesday, that was 31st, the Monday. The Tuesday was the 1st of November. And then I interviewed Ayo Vincent at mine. The interview is not out as well. As I say, I've got about 22 interviews to go out, including, Sammie Okposo's interview. I've got everything readily available to go out. They're all edited, including Frank Edwards. So at that point, I couldn't get both of them, Frank Edwards and Brad Sammie. But Brad Sammie pinged me and said they were shopping around and all that. Frank is busy. Eventually, by the Wednesday, the 2nd of November, that was when they were due to fly to Lagos in the evening. He now pinged me and said they have the window of interview for Frank Edwards between 10 a.m. and 12 noon, that I should come and pick them. Remember, they are not staying too far from me in the hotel. I quickly went to pick them and brought them to mine. On our way, I was speaking to Bro Sammie about him and his health. Frank Edwards was in the car with us. He was fighting with me. I said I should stop telling him that, what did he do you, this boy? What did he do you? You know they listen. What did he do you? I don't do this thing for 30 years. Which time they born you? And then I kept quiet again. Go to mine. I interviewed Frank Edwards. I thanked both of them. And I called a Uber for them, took them back to their hotel. And they were due to travel in the evening. That's Wednesday. What I realized before I called the Uber was that they had another SOPP in Lagos on the 4th, which was Friday, 4th of November. And I was emphatically saying that, God help me on this man. God help me. He needs to rest. He's going again for another SOPP in 2 days. That was Wednesday, the 2nd of November. They've got another one on Friday, the 4th of November. That was too much for me, considering what I've seen about his health. And then eventually they traveled down that Wednesday night. On the Thursday morning, I pinged them, "Hi bros, can see the message, hope you arrived Lagos in good time," and all that. And he didn't reply to me. And then since then I've not heard so much from him. I saw that he was busy, went for rehearsal on the Thursday, and eventually the concert went really well in Lagos. Saw people jumping, worshiping, which was really good. He posted those pictures. Only for me on Friday, the 25th of November, in the morning, just to be called by Paul Play. And I didn't pick. I was in a meeting at work, and I saw Paul Play, "Sammie is dead," and pinged me on WhatsApp. I quickly called him back and I said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, you said it. Sammie is dead." I said, "What?" I said, "Oh my God. I was working from home, so I just left the computer and I slumped on the chair. And that was how Wed MC was calling me. That was how a lot of people were calling me globally, because they knew I've been with him, showing his picture. We've had together, we've been everywhere, a lot of places together in the last 1 month. People were calling me. And that was when I was worried on Friday, and I was left devastated. The weekend was a sad weekend for me. What could have happened? They said his heart stopped on Friday morning. Not clear. They tried to rush him to an hospital in Lekki, and he gave up to ghost. He passed. This is sad. We have lost a big icon, an embodiment of Christ, a great minister, a mentor, a role model, a great minister of religion, someone whose ministry has cut across the globe and his songs has gotten to all corners of the world where he has not been to. We have lost a real gem. This is sad. But what lessons can we learn from this? Every one of us, all the celebrities, you're everywhere. Sammie Okposo will tell people I'm his manager in London. But I was always warning him. Even if I'm your manager, your health comes first. Your health comes first. Any booking I take in London, yeah, it's fine. I will try and get you across. I was already arranging him with my church, a Glorious Church in London, for him to minister around, Christmas time. He has so many other ministration he's due to attend. He was always saying, I'm the manager, but he won't let me speak. He shouts me down. He won't listen to me. I battled. I did everything to say, should we call an ambulance in London? Should we get you under medical supervision? Cancel this concert, things like this. But he won't listen. He was shouting me down to stop saying this thing. He is fine. What lesson can we learn from these guys? 2 key things. 1, never toy with your health. You are a minister. You are a worship leader. You are this, you are that. You are flying everywhere. You are a role model. You are a superstar. Do not joke with your health. Your health should come first. It should be number 1 thing you look after. Exercise regularly. Go for medical checkup. These things are things you cannot buy with money. Check yourself. Look after your health. This is important. Please. I manage artists, but I tell my artists, your health is my priority. It's because you are okay, you are fine. That's when I can get the best out of you. That's when your fans can get the best out of you. You need to be fine. You need to be okay. And number 2 thing, what is wrong with us, we Christians? What is wrong with us, we Christians? Why are we so quick to judge? Yes, Brother Sammie Okposo committed a blunder, impregnated someone in America. That is not the end of the world. We are Christians. We shouldn't be judging. We are following Jesus Christ. We saw in the book of John 8:7, when the Pharisees, they brought a woman that has committed adultery to him, that he should judge that woman. What did Jesus say to them? Jesus said, he who has not sinned, let him cast the first stone. And all those Pharisees, one after the other, dropped their stones and they went away. What is wrong with us? Why are we quick to judge? Are you saying you have never sinned in your own life? You are perfect. And even when that sin is committed, what did Jesus say to that woman? Jesus said to that woman, woman, go and sin no more. Why can we not forgive Brother Sammie Okposo? Why have we decided to cast him out to the point that we boycotted his concert in London? We decided not to attend because we thought he has not cleared the hair in the past. Do you think the lady in America wants him dead? Do you think the family, they want him dead? Nobody wants him dead. So now, all of this, the loss of the concert, the big, depression, the health complication resulted in the heart failure. And now you are all going on social media to post pictures, to post on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, that you love him, he passed, and this and that. You don't love him. What is wrong with the church? Why can you not be there for him when he was alive? Why are you doing this now when he's dead? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? We are too quick to judge. And yet, we emulate Christ in our lives. Oh my God, this is sad. This is sad. This is sad. We need to change our ways. Do not judge others. First, cast out the beam in your own eyes before you cast others. This is sad. The man is gone. He's no more now. This is sad. As for Bro Sammie, I love you so much. I know you have been in a good place now. You've been with the Lord. You are in a good place. I love you, bro. I love you so much. Rest in peace. I love you.